Welcome back to Briggs on Books, our international talk show, where we talk to authors from all over the world about their books, about their processes, how they finish writing a book, how they get it published. There's so many things that go into it. We love to talk to published authors. If you're looking for the next book that you'd like to read, you might check this one out, Looking Death in the Eyes. Very dramatic cover. It's by Ina Zeneli, and I think it's going to, well, we're going to let her tell us about the book. Let's see if I can find her. There she is, Ina Zeneli. Welcome, Ina.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Hi,
Tell,
everyone.
tell our viewers where you're located.
So I'm located in Connecticut in United States.
Is that, forgive me, Americans know so little about geography. Is that near New York?
Yes, it's close to New York, but not really so close, but yes,
Okay.
almost.
Way closer than we are. Now,
Yes.
let's look at the cover of your book. Here it is, Looking Death in the Eyes. When did you start writing this?
Well, I started writing this in 2022. It took almost a year to
Mm.
finish this book. It was the very first time that I was writing a novel.
Hmm.
So, and then, after finishing it, and I published it, but, in an independent way.
Yeah.
So through done
Have
at
you
first.
also written some children's books?
Yes, correct. I've written, well, now I just published a new one. So there are almost 5 books for kids.
Uh-huh.
So they're on Amazon, and some of them you can find it on Draft to Digital, Barnes and Noble. So yeah,
Back to the novel. So this is your first full-length novel,
right.
Looking Death in the Eyes. What age group could read this book? Is it for any age?
No, this refers to adults only.
Adults, okay. Now, tell us about the book. Is it going to be a sad book or a happy overcoming adversity book?
Well, it's not sad and not either happy. It's a roller coaster. So in this novel, you can find everything. It's not talking only about the struggle through going through illness and cancer, but it will talk, you're going to find out yourself through the book is about faith, hope, feeling motivated, giving in, letting everything in God's hands. But also you're going to find yourself through everything like laughing, crying, feeling full of hope. And you're going to find yourself even laughing out loud sometimes because there are silly moments over there that will make you really laugh. So it's not only a sad story, it's
Yeah.
more than that. It's like the main message of the story is about hope.
Hope, yeah.
Um, Hope is like the key for everything. And once someone told me, be positive. So that's a really good word that I love to also introduce it over there as well.
Who do you think is this book written specifically for? Someone, for women, for men, for everyone?
Well, Looking Death in the Eyes is inspired by a deeply personal story, but the main character, Rachel, is fictional.
Mm.
Talks about Rachel's journey, is, as I said before, is an emotional roller coaster. She faces her illness while navigating through a lot of stages, like the grief from shock, denial, angers, and then eventually acceptance. But this is not just, a sad story, but it's about surviving a painful experience. It's about her learning to let go of fear and place her worries in God's hand and find hope even as she faces like shadows both in reality but also in her dreams. Like you can find over there fantasy as well, across reality. So like she faces this struggle also with unseen things, so like shadows and evil things.
Mm. Amazing. Yeah. It sounds like I was asking who would like to read this. It sounds like I'd like to read this. It's for anybody, I would imagine. And it's an entertainment.
Yes.
I have an idea that a couple people who've gone through some struggles or going through some struggles, it sounds like I might give them this book. It might give them some encouragement and some hope.
Thank you. So yes, and this story is like what I said before. it's the main themes, let's say, about this story is about suspense, resilience, and inspiration. Is Rachel's story remind us of the power of faith, family, and the courage to confront our fears. And when you become part of this story, you will find yourself swept into a journey that makes you feel everything. All the emotions one at once, and you can feel yourself like going through intense highs and lows with right alongside her. So it's about everything.
Yeah, like you said earlier, it's going to be a roller coaster ride of emotion and journey through. It sounds like a fantastic book. Where can they get the book? Where can we find the book?
They can find it on Amazon. They can just, search my name over there, and they can find all of my books. And I have also an author page on Amazon, or they can go and find it whenever it's comfortable for them. It's almost like everywhere in Barnes and Noble, Draft to Digital. It's also on Kobo and also on Google Play.
Yeah. Oh, on Google Play as well. That's great. Now, I put your YouTube address on the screen. By the way, a lot of your social media is your name, Ina Zeneli. Very easy to find. I tried. I looked at some of them. Very easy to find. What goes on at your YouTube channel?
To be honest, I didn't work too much on my YouTube channel right now. So I've worked more like with other channels like TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and Wattpad that I usually love to write over there as well. So if anybody would like to read my newest story, they can find me on Wattpad for the very first, for the new ones that they can find it over there. New one novels, they are still ongoing. Like the first one is a fantasy one for teenagers. And the second one is about a psychological thriller, still working on it. And another one that I'm currently working is for a competition, so I can't spill the beans about that, but a lot of going on. New stories are coming.
Yeah, that was my next question. What's going to happen next? Is that a secret right now, or you doing more children's books or young adult?
That's a good question. Thank you. So right now is I'm still ongoing with 3 novels at the same time, to be honest. And the other step is gonna be I've just published yesterday a new book for kids, which is for the puppy. His name is Sunny, and the book is already published, but I'm going to publish also a second one for the same book as well. It's going to be as an addition to it. And it's called, the first book is called The Little Dreamer by the Fire. And the second one is going to be about Christmas, but I'm not going to tell everything. So everyone and the kids will enjoy it. The next one is going to be about a poetry book. I've published this before, but I wanted to, upgrade it and add more poems to it. So that one is going to come next as well.
Excellent. Excellent. You're very busy. We have so many people who watch the show who are writing books, but they've never finished writing a book. And congratulations to you, because you've done it multiple times. Do you have a process? Do you write every day? Do you try to write at the same time? How do you do that?
Right. This is something like, I always say, persistence. All the time. Like when I go and write about something like a book, a novel, or a poem, or a poetry book, I always have like a certain period of time that usually is at night. Like all my family is asleep, so I can have time on my own. And sometimes it's like when I write some scene of the book. Like yesterday happened to me, like I was writing a horror scene, and I was scared for a second as well. So, but the most important is always to try to write every single day. Persistence and practice and searching about your topic. Because if you're writing about a certain book, you have to know more about it before going into more deep details. But when you also write a book, you have to have an outline, so you can at least follow a structure about it and about the characters, how to build the characters. So how the characters are, what do they like, what they don't like, how is their character or their appearance. So it's better to always keep notes.
Good. Yeah, amazing how you talk about the outline. I ask many authors these same questions, and some say, no, outline I just write, but I don't see how you would do it without an outline.
I can't.
Yeah.
I can't in that way. I will not remember a lot of characters, a lot of scenes, because it's a lot. Um, so to not try to lose what you were saying or the details that are really important, if reader goes into your book and reads like about the detail, but in another page, maybe you messed it up, that detail, or maybe you changed it, they will know.
Yeah.
So you have to be very careful.
Very good. Now, do you write when you sit down at the keyboard, or do you write in your head during the day, and then at the end of the day, you sit down and start typing everything out?
Usually I love to just sit down and write on my keyboards, because if I write on hands, that will lose. Yeah. So it's better to use your keyboards, find put some music on, like an inspirational music that usually motivates me, or light some candles, that helps too, and start writing what comes first into your mind, and that will flow from there.
Yeah, that's great. I love to hear about that. You've done it. You're successful at it. Multiple books, so you know what you're talking about. Listen, Ina Zeneli, we've run out of time, but do you have any last thoughts you'd like to share with our viewers about your books, or you, or anything in the world you want to talk about?
Sure. Thank you. First of all, I want to thank you for having me. It was a pleasure. And the second is books. I just want to say that books are the key to a new world. So don't give up on reading. Right. Keep going, and you're going to find yourself with more ideas, more hopes, and maybe something more to know about new worlds, and about imagination and fantasy and everything else. Yeah.
I'll have my last thought about Ina Zeneli and her books. For our viewers, go order them, but don't order one copy. Order 5 copies. I love to give books away as gifts, so I never buy just one. I always buy a stack of them. So go find Ina's books and order the stack. Thank you so much, Ina, for coming on the show.
Thank you for your time. It was a pleasure. Thank you.
And for our viewers, don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back with another author right after this.